don't think even my parents knew how I go through the first few months. Oh shit.
Wow, this one's a sad story.
Usually it's the school test.
Well, it was definitely the preparation for the science competition.
My mother's physical training. Last time she was like a pro swimmer. I'm very bad at math.
It felt very stressful because even though I had read through the notes maybe 500 times already, I still could not put down the fact that maybe I haven't done enough, maybe I should have done more.
Because I need that stamina and agility and speed so that I can win the mental match.
I think running my first marathon was the toughest thing I did.
A bunch of us friends were like, okay, let's try bungee jumping at Sentosa. It was the toughest thing I've ever done.
Muscles started to give way, my legs and thighs were hurting. Got medicated, all rubbed my thighs and my legs, and I continued to run.
It was crazy because I remember being at the edge. How am I supposed to jump? It's 50, 60 stories high.
Many years ago, not now. Now I can run and I can only walk.
Audition for LaSalle just because I seriously had never taken a singing, acting or dance lesson, and I went to audition for musical theatre, which is singing, acting and dance. So it was like, this girl is Delulu, like crazy. Like, what is wrong with this girl?
I lost quite a bit of money for this side business.
I think when I first learned tattooing,
360 video booth. All the setup, was great, but like nobody wanted to have their video taken.
the first few times I ever did an actual tattoo like on friends, yeah, they were barely anything worth like looking at.
3 were like friends that came out to support, and then like 2 were like strangers.
My mentor would, for lack of better words, scold me.
So basically, I dated someone from Thailand.
At one time, I was in a relationship with this girl that I like very much. It's a long-distance relationship which I was maintaining for about 2 years before I finally proposed to her.
After a while, the abuse started coming in. I got called a lot of names like, "You have such a small nose, you should go for surgery, you're so ugly."
She did not give me an answer on the spot. Then there was no reply from her whatsoever, so I started going to a depression.
When I banged the door of the car accidentally, "Why you bang the door? Say sorry!" Like for example, suddenly these outbursts and these things crept in slowly, so I didn't notice it at all.
I tend to lose faith in all types of interpersonal relationship, not just those romantic type. I felt that it was a betrayal. So that is the worst episode of my life.
A slap in the face was when I found out that my ex was cheating on more than 10 guys. Like, I thought, is it my fault? Did I do something wrong? I tried my best to take care of you, and here you are treating me like shit.
The toughest thing, right, is having to deal with grief, joy, loss, pain, stress, death, all at the same time in a period of like 3 months, 4 months.
I have battled with suicidal ideation many times.
When I was having a severely depressive episode, those kind of thoughts.
I have a friend who, he's like not well lah. He was in my hospital. I saw him most often. And the toughest part was that even though I really wanted him to come for my wedding, when I look at him and his state, then I just kind of know that he unlikely to make it lah.
Whatever you read on like pamphlets, it's like you don't want to get out of bed, you don't want to eat, you don't want to do anything.
It doesn't help that at that point in time, just nice I was going through a course on palliative care. Whatever I learned, then I go back to the ward and then I look at him and I'm like,
COVID just kind of made it worse because I couldn't go out. I felt so alone, and I was going through like a really bad like physical health problem as well as a mental health one. So I just felt really trapped and very, very depressed.
It was like having to deal with seeing like someone, slowly, gradually pass away. Then at the same time also, to try and find energy to be excited about the new things to come, like wedding. Having to like do all these things and with the emotions, it was quite tough.
Probably the loss of my dad.
When my dad passed away, the idea of family literally shattered.
We sent him to the hospital. Then they found out that he had like stage 3 and stage 4 brain cancer.
It really changed the course of my whole family. My dad was the breadwinner of the family. My mom had to go to work and I had no adult in my life.
The moment when he actually passed, I was in another dance recital. So he passed like in between. That was really hard to sort of navigate through.
At 9 years old, I wasn't able to comprehend what happened. No one in my family seemed happy.
Some people will come up and tell me like, Erica, you're very strong for this. But then the more you say that, then it's sort of like tricking myself saying that I'm okay, when I'm actually not.
I think about it a lot, how different it would have been if my dad didn't pass away.
There was one time I rented a friend's room. She said, Sheila, I need to take back the room. You have to vacate the room as soon as possible.
I was originally from KL, right? So I remember for the first month, after my rental, I have no idea Singapore rental is so insane. I came here and I came with 1,000 Sing dollars and I paid $600 for room rental. I was left with 400 Sing dollars for 1 month. I have no idea how did I survive.
When I came to the new city here, because I got married and I was migrated to the new country and I was just settling in. Soon after joining, I also found out that I was pregnant with my child, the only child that I have. I was working late night. It was the initial stage of pregnancy and I did not know how to, what to prioritize. There were thoughts that, I didn't need a child at that time. Do I, give up on my career and all that?
In the end, I kind of bunk in with a friend. I find it very, very difficult because I'm one person that I don't like to burden others. So this is how I feel is the most toughest time.
Coming to a foreign place, not knowing anything, you have no one here. Wow, I don't know how I survived with $400. And I didn't call my parents because if I call them, they would tell me, see, told you don't come here. I just didn't want people to doubt me when I haven't even got the opportunity to try. So yeah, I don't think even my parents knew how I go through the first few months. Oh shit. Because I don't like to tell people the bad stuff. I usually tell people happy stuff and good stuff. I never tell people hey, I come to Singapore that time, only for $400 per month. Legit watching drama like that, you eat instant noodle, that kind of shit. Yeah. But that's over, now life is good. better. I don't just eat instant noodles anymore, yeah. Hi there.
If you like this video,
Please.
please like,
Share, comment, and subscribe.
Okay?
Hope to see you again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.